Good afternoon, cult members, and welcome to Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
And welcome to our weekly reaction review of Marvel's What If, and this time, What If Zombies?
Is that really the name? Just What If Zombies?
Yeah, What If Zombies? That's the name of this episode.
All right.
The last one was What If the square root of 465 was Peter Parker's name, and Doctor Strange had no hands left, and then fell in love, and then killed off an entire universe. Hi. Okay, so each week I've been talking about how this is. We had an issue setting up, and so I'm in a really good mood. I keep trying to put things in my hand so I don't like. Last week we talked about how connected it felt to the bigger universe that was going on with Doctor Strange and the multiverse and stuff like that. And this week felt much like the second episode with What If T'Challa was Star-Lord. A lot more comedic to it, a lot more tongue-in-cheek in it and kind of stuff. Except zombies. And what if the Avengers were...
There was no kind of overall moral to the story like there was with the last one about Doctor Strange. This one was just zombies.
Which is from the comics. Marvel zombie comic run happened, and somebody was talking about today about how it like messed him up as a kid because it was just so out there that the people that you've come to love on the page are now zombies.
Yeah.
And that concept of what if a zombie outbreak happens and these superpowered individuals.
Right.
I have issue with zombies that are dumb and just brains like they are in the entire episode, but Strange and Wong are smart enough to open a gate.
Yeah.
And Stark is smart enough to use the suit and stuff. And
so they're not. I wouldn't say they're completely dumb.
Yeah. It just. I mean, they're super enhanced zombies at that point in time. So
some of them are, yes. Some of them are not. Some of them are just regular New Yorkers.
Everyone's. How did you feel about this episode? Like overall, though, did it kind of feel like it kind of maybe was a throwaway episode?
I liked it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was too short. I wanted more.
Yeah, because at the end they showed zombie Thanos with 5 of the 6 stones and the gauntlet, and Peter, one-legged T'Challa, and the head of Ant-Man in the cloak, which is totally a Rick and Morty kind of thing, right? Rick and Morty or Futurama kind of that idea.
Or the one from Mystery Science Theater 3000 with the head in the glass thing and then the robot body.
Yeah. Scott Lang being the one that's in there, and he was just doing all the puns, the zombie puns.
And of course, it's Paul Rudd's face that makes it, because he's like 53 or something and looks like he did
78 years
30
old.
years ago.
Yeah. And it was kind of fun to have him be the levelty to the horror that was going on with everybody, and how everybody got kind of taken and absorbed, and except I liked how they started from the beginning of Infinity War, where Banner falls into the Sanctum Sanctorum, and it's Thanos is coming, so you have that kind of hanging over you, so you have a reference point. But they also go back and say, oh yeah, by the way, while that's all going on, they're trying to go into the quantum realm to get Hope's mom back. It's right there. It's all right there. Hank Pym. It's right there. I'm all off my game because of what happened in this freaking setup. So that gives a point of reference, and that was kind of one of the things they've made a good point of doing so far in this series, is doing this, here's how you know it went.
Yeah.
Because we're at this point and it's so well known.
It also kind of helps you to tie some of that stuff together, right? I mean, you kind of like, I guess by Infinity War and Endgame, I guess by an Endgame, you're kind of understanding when things happened.
Yeah.
But you still, you still don't like, this was going on at the same time as this, and you kind of have this general like, it was sort of kind of in the same time period. So I think it helps to, while this is happening simultaneously, kind of the conversation that they're having with the WandaVision, Loki, and there's one other one all happening at the same time.
Falcon and Winter Soldier are all kind of happening.
No. When Wanda...
Oh, Eternals.
Is it Eternals?
Eternals
and
happens...
that thing comes to the ground and blows up, and that's the same time as...
So they're saying, at least the talk right now until we actually get to see the movie in November, like the Eternals is the 7 days after everybody comes back.
Right.
Which is going to awaken something or whatever. And then Shang-Chi happens sometime in 2024, kind of around
like
when
a year later or
something like that. It's kind of going on. So the other thing that I want to talk about too was the idea that Vision and his grief, which is a big thing that we dealt with WandaVision, and his grief that Wanda had gotten taken and turned into a zombie, that he made some very morally bad decisions.
Well, does he have morals?
I mean, he's got to have some kind of morals. He's worthy to pick up the hammer. So,
yeah.
But even he states,
or he's just really strong.
Or he's just really strong. He is a robot after all. But he states that, like, I've got to appease. I've got to pay for what I've done.
Make amends for what I've done.
That's the word. For essentially leaving Wanda alive and captured, and then was feeding people to her.
Yeah, and that part, that storyline, I guess, it's a little confusing for me, because I don't know if I feel like Vision would act like that. Because, I mean, he has feelings, for Wanda in the movies, but I just don't. He's still Jarvis. He's still and I kind of think of him like Spock, and what he was doing just wasn't logical at all.
Right.
So
it's. I think that's more.
I had questions about that.
That one. Yes, I can go with the questioning of what was going on with his thought process there, but the oppositeness of what happened in WandaVision, where she brought him back, was where I was like, oh, this is like opposite day.
I got that. I just feel like as a human, you might kind of have that weird grief reaction, whereas I mean, I don't know.
They do talk about Vision has got parts of Jarvis, parts of Ultron, parts of Tony. Yeah. So there's all those like little parts in there that kind of...
That was definitely the Tony part.
That was definitely the Tony part, trying to do something to keep the loved ones and just alive.
Making it way worse.
Yeah, and making it... which is a very Tony thing to do, actually. Yeah. And so that was interesting. I liked the art styling. I liked the point that they take with Peter in this episode, where he's always the, not the all shucks kid, but like the overly positive version.
He's young, so he's optimistic.
Right.
I like how the continual running joke throughout the entire thing was, haven't any of you seen a horror movie? Which is super cliche in most horror movies. You're just like, why are you doing that? Why are you going back into the house when you're out? Or, why aren't you running away? So that was pretty funny.
It was good. And I like that he was like the one, like, I've lost my mom, and I've lost my dad, and I've lost Uncle Ben, and I've lost Tony, and I've lost Aunt May, and my Aunt May told me, like, if we keep smiling, they stay with us. And I just love that kind of concept was ultimately what I think this episode was about was humans will find a way to do the right thing.
Yeah.
At the detriment of what could mean if Thanos gets the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, I would like to see more of this.
The way they
know
finished
what happens
it,
when they get to Wakanda. I want to know
Yeah.
how zombie Thanos goes after the Mind Stone.
this was the first one where I felt like we could revisit this story arc. This is the first one I
and
really
it felt
felt
super short. We looked at the time, and it was pretty much the same
27,
as the
28
other
minutes
one.
without the
But,
credits. So
it just felt super short.
So that is our thoughts and our reaction and our this commentary about what is this, episode 5 of the What If series called What If Zombies Arg. I will have to do a and let us know what you thought of this episode and our reaction and discussion about it in the comments down below. Please be nice. That is a requirement around here. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, follow us on all the social media stuff, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And until next time, cult members, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.